yesterday, we got the message that Ten Hag was sacked, and I was just saying to myself that why wasn't this done in the summer? Because we have been saying this all last season, and even for myself, even before I did Gvbrazy, I was thinking exactly the same thing. And I got what happened in my case was, yes, it was yesterday. For me, it was a very long day yesterday, and what happened was, although this was in the morning, when the news actually broke, for me, I was just going through my phone, and then a notification came on my phone saying that Ten Hag leaves United. And it's just one of those ones here where like you're shocked, but not shocked. You know what I mean? Like, because the reason why I was shocked is because it took you this long. But then I wasn't shocked because of what we just witnessed here for the past I think probably around the time when Ten Hag won the Carabao Cup here for Manchester United, and that was around the same time where I was done here with Man United, because something here just didn't look right, and for how many years? For more than this is his third season, right? We have suffered because of what Ten Hag here has done. And sacking here was defo fan inevitable, like that when he's 14th, when you are couple of points here from the relegation zone. Right now it's a relegation battle what's happening right now. Fighting here with Leicester City and Southampton and those clubs. And then the most peakiest thing ever is the fact that minus goal difference, and people are saying trust the process, and people here may even compare Sir Alex Ferguson, about his tenure, because it took him a couple of years before he was able to kick on. Time has changed now. We can't just wait for that. People may say that, well, we need different we need to be different. Say less, fam, with that, because money's on the line. That is the look. Money's in the line. I can't lie. Money's on the line, fam. And people might have different views of this. That's what I can really say about that. Money's on the line. Things are different. We can't just wait. And what is the most peakiest thing ever is that we saw what just happened. And I've said this in the previous videos. We saw what just happened to the fact that Ten Hag, he was not able to implement his style of play in 3 seasons in. Not 3 seasons, but 2.5 seasons. Or let's say 2.25 seasons. Right? 1, he's not able to implement his style of play. People may say, oh, it's in patches. But then you see other managers who is able to implement their style of play within the first few games. And then not even new managers that have come here into the Premier League and able to outschool Ten Hag. And a fantastic witness, proof in the pudding family is against Liverpool. And this is not a little bit of an evidence, but another proof, a little bit. Not what I said about New, but the West Ham manager. He's been here before in the Premier League, and he was, we all know that he's not the caliber of manager, but he was able to manage to change some things here in the match, and able to get a tune out of his players in the second half. Man United in the first 45 minutes, man, they were the team in the ascendancy. Yeah, just keep on going and pushing. But then what happened? The chance of the missed chances, missed chances. Like I said, man, if we don't take advantage here in the war, if we don't take advantage here by annihilating your opponent, if you don't take that chance, it's over for you, fam. Now, in all of this, fam, Ineos, fam, if you say that you're the best in class, you have to demonstrate it, fam. It's mad. This is a moment of madness, fam, because like this is what's gonna happen here if they don't find the best in class, and they say they're the best in class, so show it then. And now look, Ten Hag, right, for Ineos here to, obviously Ineos, all the mandem, all the brothers, guys, who are under the structure of the club, including the Glazers who are still there, some of them now, who made that decision, man, to get rid of Ten Hag, right? We have to be careful what we wish for, because you just don't know what we're gonna end up with, and let's keep it a buck, man. I'm not getting excited that Ten Hag is sacked. Like I said even in the previous videos, I'm still on Ineos to make sure that they make the right move. Because, like I said, man, in the previous videos and even right now, Ten Hag has ruined everything. He's ruined everything, man. He's ruined everything, man. Yeah, it's the point that even this is the reason why that my 15-year-old little brother doesn't like Manchester United, but he supports Liverpool. It's because of dross that we have seen here in the past 3 years. And you tell me that there is not a problem with the stuff that we have seen here in the Premier League, when the Premier League is our bread and butter. And then people end up saying that, well, look, Ten Hag, man, has won us trophies. Ten Hag has won us trophies, right? But the bread and butter is the Premier League. I mean, I'm saying this before, that if Ten Hag had won the Premier League and the Champions League, he would be here. But which trophy did he win? Did he win the big honour, or did he win the sidemen honours? That is the thing. Now, if you won only the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, nah, fam, I'm not with that. We have to put Man United to the standards they're meant to be. And if they don't meet those standards, that is where the trouble lies. Ten Hag has broken every negative record under the sun for Man United. People will say that, about what happened with De Ligt in the second half against West Ham, or Dallo when he missed that that open goal. But let me tell you something for free, right? If Ten Hag was able, to raise the level of this team, and was able to coach and raise the ability of the group of players that he has, Man United, it should be 3 or 4-0, or at least a couple of goals up before half time. But that didn't happen. So what happened is that West Ham took control, and then they took their goals, especially when they scored the penalty. Because don't forget that if we were very, very good, we wouldn't have to rely on the penalty that was against us. I say rely, but what I mean about rely, but Bear Man are going against the match all because of the VAR. But I wasn't against that. I was like, it's Ten Hag. And then even after the video I did after, something I've got to mention, Ineos, because they kept this brother in the job for this long. As I said, man, that we were pressing West Ham. But then what happened in the second half? West Ham changed it. And then they pushed us. Their subs changed everything. The standards of this club, man, yeah, is horrific now. Problems everywhere in the club. And like I said before, I'm not celebrating someone who had lost their job, because I will not celebrate it if we still get the right man in. I will only celebrate if we win the Premier League and the Champions League. That's, fam, that is it, fam. You know, like that. That is it. For me. We've been dusty, man, for how long, fam? And people going about, oh yeah, but Ten Hag win us trophies. Fam, let's not do that. The trophies were not the Premier League. The trophies were not the Champions League. And people may say, but you all talk about the Premier League and the Champions League. We can't even win the Premier League and Champions League. Exactly. We can't win it. Because what has Ten Hag done? What is the progress? What did he coach? What the players that he had better than what he had before he took over? You know? It's sad. Ten Hag has ruined players. You know, bringing in the wrong players. You know what I mean? Like, he said that, oh, we're going to pass from the back and all of that. You know, because that is the reason why that you got a goalkeeper like Onana. Why you got like ball playing centre backs here like Delay, like Martinez. When you have people who are able to pass the ball like in Casemiro. Players who are able to hold the ball, man, like when Sancho was here. Ahmad. Even though that Xerxes is not a Ten Hag signing, you have that. You have Xerxes there, even though he's young. You have him. You have these players, man, to give you something different on the pitch, to make your style of play click. And then the worst thing you do is that, oh fam, Sancho, the way you treated Sancho, the way you treated Ahmad. Picking the wrong players, coaching them the wrong way, your style of play. Oh my days, man. Don't even get me started with his style of play. You know, like last season we saw gaps, hard pressing, when the whole team is going to be pressing together. Last season, year before the FA Cup win, he changed his tactics around. I was saying before about the last game, the pressing. And I said, where was this pressing in the 90 minutes? And then the style of play, is actually complementing Bruno Fernandes spamming, because you have runners. It took him until 3 seasons to try again to at least implement his style. Nothing. Gaslighting everyone, saying things differently than what was on the pitch, and that my eyes cannot lie when I see it on the pitch. Like I said before, man, there is a way to win and there is a way to lose. You have to keep on fighting and fighting and fighting. Like I said, we are at war. We are at war. Regardless, man, if you have a foundation and you fight, or the goalkeeper, man, had one of those games where he saved everything, you can put your hands up in the air and say, look, fam, the goalkeeper, man, was immense in that day. But that's the thing, man, like, you need to have a manager that you can go on the journey with. When you go to Old Trafford, or you watch the game, or even the fans who are living on the other side of the world and have to get up in the middle of the night, and I said midnight, knowing that they got work in the morning, and they have to wake up to this rubbish. Ten Hag has definitely saved them from of cutting their sleep short to go to work. If you said that you were the best manager behind Pep, but yet you are doing it on trophies, doing it on XG that he said. Oh, and then what? I don't count the Spurs game because Bruno Fernandes had a red card. I have to stop there, fam, because that is ludicrous. I mean, I'm not even going to repeat myself, man. Like, look, this, the way that he treats his players, right? And I said before that these are human beings; they're not robots. The mishandling of Manu and the way that this season he's not enjoying his football like he did last season. Talking about injuries and blaming referees like this is new. This is not new what he's doing, and he's hiding his deficiency behind blaming referees and blaming injuries. And then instead of taking responsibility. Now the thing about it is that if injuries may be the case because it's part of the game, like that. But you are the manager. Like I said before, man, like if players are injured, you are the man to take responsibility to make sure that you get the best out of the players you have available. No man in the Premier League who has a team right now. Can you see the police right now? Is probably looking for Ten Hag to get him out of the country. No manager, man, in the Premier League has ever not had injuries. You got to do what's available. You can't just always blame him. You got to take responsibility. If you lost that game, look yourself in the mirror and be like, fam, no, I got to take responsibility. And this is not just on the manager, but it's on the players. And not just on the players, but also Ineos for holding up for this long, giving Bruno Fernandes out a salary boost. Like I said before, man, about the style of play, right? If you can raise the bar of your players, you should be 1 or 2-0 up already. And enough for that, you shouldn't even worry about the referees. But right now, as I said before, look, Ineos, I'm blaming them for this. And they have to make a move. I'm wondering now, what are they going to do now? Because, like I said before, man, I saw the warning signs, man, just after the Carabao Cup. Some people saw it before. I said less of that year after. Right after. Now, look, let's keep 100, right? Because a lot of people may watch this video. I don't know where you end up seeing it. And be like, no, this guy's one of those guys that, that hated Ten Hag, that wore him out and everything. Look, I wanted this guy to succeed. When Ten Hag, man, came in, I said to myself, fam, show me what you're made of. Because the first season, and the way that the second season and third season have planned out, the first season, it looked like as if him coming third was lucky. And him winning the Carabao Cup was lucky. The only time that I wanted Ten Hag is because of what I heard, and I heard that he's able to coach his players. And like I said, man, wanting him to succeed on that because we need that. So I was like, say no more. Let's see. Because I wanted him to do well. But as I said before, there are so many problems here at the club. And this here is not just Ten Hag's fault. But if he is not getting a tune out of his players and relying on individual brilliance all the time, and you brought most of these men in, including loans, you have to go. because that is not sustainable. Only just where is the link play? Where is the patterns of play? Where is the style? Where is the foundation? Now look, I'm not naive enough to think that sacking Ten Hag, man, will all of a sudden change everything. No. No, family. Let's not do that. Let's not get gassed, fam, like that. A lot of things, man, need to be addressed and needs to be in place and needs to be done. Right. And the first thing right now that Ineos are doing right now is that they're trying when they got rid of Ten Hag, they went straight into looking for managers, right? And I've been hearing reports that the meetings that they had, especially the meetings that was shown on the news, right? They were looking at the performance, and then we don't even know yet if they were thinking about the Ten Hag situation or get rid of him in the next couple of games yet in that meeting that was broadcasted everywhere. We don't know that. But the list that came up here when Ten Hag was sacked was Amorim, the Sporting Lisbon manager, Gvbrazy, Barcelona legend, and also he was managing Barcelona before. What a manager, man! Flick, oh my day, he's cooking, fam, at Barca. And not even that, man. That's a manager that we should have got, before January, summer. But he's at Barcelona and he's cooking, fam, like that. Anyways, and then we got Thomas Frank, Nagelsmann, Potter. Now these are the managers that has been brought forward. Now the Sporting Lisbon manager, I know that Liverpool were nearly going to get him until Slot came along. And look, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know these managers. Look, I haven't really researched much here on these managers. So I cannot say, so I have to say nothing on that. But we just have to just see. Because like any manager, right? Any manager that we get, I'm saying this, man, we need a background check with how they implement their style and how they are with the players, the game management, the in-game management, the way that he manages his crop of players, the way that how he treat his players, like that. So then they will. So then there won't be any surprises here with any of them. Like how Ten Hag here was, and we got him, and then all of a sudden, man, we hear that Ajax fans, bruv, his deficiencies and everything. And then they brought up, man, a list of dross about him. I was like, fam. So I hope that they do that. Now, whoever comes in, we need to support the club first and then also the manager. Hopefully, the new manager does not get swallowed up here in this swamp of a club. Like that. I mean, I hope that Ineos, man, fix up, man, the environment, and also the new manager comes in and also tries to fix up the environment and also the culture of the club. Because there has to be discipline and there has to be order. And when I say order, I mean like you have to relate it to your players because they will be with you. But if not, like the way Ten Hag was and his communication isn't there and doesn't look at the way that he should Ahmad in the not West Ham but the game before. Tells you everything you need to know. Sancho, everything you need to know. It tells you everything. It's a repeating thing that we've been seeing ever since that CR7 left. Now, I mean, I'm not saying that CR7 man was at his best, when he came, but he wasn't the problem. Now, look, I'm gonna say this, right? Like I said, right? I'm never happy, and nobody should be celebrating about anybody losing their job. Let's keep it a buck, right? But this was a double whammy. Because like Ten Hag, man, he was rubbish for us. He came into a toxic club. Like I said about the environment, the culture, the standards of this club, it needs to be reset to the fullest. And also, the players right now, they're not good enough. They are not good enough. And this is what I said about like players like Garnacho and Højlund and them lot. Don't think that you're all that. This is what that we need. We need a manager that can ground them. Because the thing about it is that if you win the Premier League consecutively or win it, or you win the Premier League like in the first season, the first, the third, the fifth, or something like that in that range, then you can go like this. But then if you haven't won the Premier League, don't even bother trying to be all that. You're not all that. If you give these players, man, some kind of ego that they're all that, because these players, they're not crap. But the levels needs to be raised up. Their ability needs to be coached and raised up to the levels of the standards. Now, if they can't get up to that level of standard, you got to bring in players, young players, and also experienced players that can bridge that gap, the technical gap. The ability, their level as well, man, needs to be raised. And Ten Hag couldn't even do that. And then we were saying that he could coach the players. He didn't even coach the players. The way he coached the players, man, was horrific. Like I said in the previous video, I'm not even going to repeat that because I've never seen that before. And people might say, yeah, man, but Ten Hag, man, he was brilliant, yeah, for Ajax. Fam, let's keep 100 again. Van der Sar and Overmars, yeah, were the background success here of his tenure at the time. So let's not do that. So that's the thing. Like I said before, man, the club need to be rebuilt and go back to basics. Now look, Ineos, fam, Ineos, I'm watching you. If you get this right, still I will not be happy. But I'm looking from afar, like that. And the Premier League and the Champions League are the ones that are gonna make me happy. If we challenge, good. If we challenge here for the top 2, good. If we can see a clear progress, that we challenge for top 4 the first season, then top 3, cool. Then the next season, top 2. Like for example, like because of where we are, we don't know where we're gonna be now. But if we end up here being like example, if we finish 10th or 9th or 8th this season, okay. If the next season we are 5th, cool. If the next season we become 2nd or 3rd, we can see a clear progress. Don't forget that Premier League is our bread and butter. And then let's see if we're able to challenge like the Man Cities of this world, the Liverpool of this world, the Arsenal of this world. And I'm saying that not just in the Premier League, but also in the Champions League, because those teams that in the Champions League are the ones that you're actually meant to test yourself against. If you cannot test yourself against those kind of clubs in Europe, and you cannot even get into the quarterfinals, that's a failure. That is a failure, fam. So this is the standards here. This is how we're gonna hold the standards here of this club. Fam. Anyways, look. Let's hope that the manager will be moving different, because it's been dusty, fam. Oh, it's been horrible. Don't get it twisted. It's been horrible, fam. But look, when Ten Hag got sacked, I wasn't excited. But even right now, I'm not excited. I'm not celebrating this. It's mad. I'm not celebrating this. We can only celebrate, man, yeah. We cannot, look, we can be content of who comes in. We can be a little bit excited, yeah, but let's keep it a buck and keep it down the deep low. If we challenge, then we can get excited. But nah, not now, not ever. And that is the thing, we have to keep it 100. Because the way that Ten Hag has been in this club is a whole mixture of problems. Started from the top to the bottom. Don't forget that what sets the culture is from the top and it trickles down to the bottom. So Ineos, you have to hold that standards. Fam. You know, like that. Anyways. Anyways, fam. Anyway. I'm saying anyway because I'm going to end the video here. The video's been long. Ten Hag gets sacked. I'm not getting excited. I'm not celebrating. I'm just seeing what is going to happen because, as I said before, I'm not getting excited by Ineos, what they did. I'm on field watch with these guys. Guys, subscribe, like that. Comment in the comment section below and run the likes up, man, if you ever catch this video. Because, we want to get out there, like that, man, with the community. Because we want to hold the standards here to this club, hold the standards here to these players to take responsibility, the manager to take responsibility, and as well as Ineos to also take responsibility. They have a job, fam, and they have to do that now, like that. Anyway, Gvbrazy here. Take care of yourself. Bless. Peace. Like that. Big ups all of you, man, for watching. See you in the next video. Say no more.